Your Excellency President Yudhoyono, ministers, ambassadors, leaders of business and of civil society, distinguished guests, Bapak-bapak dan ibu-ibu sekalian. It is my great pleasure and honor to welcome you to Forests Indonesia, alternative futures to meet demands for food, fiber, fuel, and REDD+. When my colleagues and I at C4 first began planning this event, we never imagined that we would receive so much support from across Indonesia and indeed from around the world. Today we've gathered an amazing group of the nation's leaders and experts, policymakers and heads of business, civil society advocates, and partners from other countries to discuss the future of Indonesia's forests. When we first started thinking about this event, we thought that in our wildest dreams we might attract an audience of 800 participants. As of this morning, we have more than 900 registered, with many participants downstairs watching this morning's speeches carried live. This incredible show of interest and support reinforces my belief that Indonesia is at a crossroads in the management of one of its greatest natural resources, forests. I've been following forestry issues in Indonesia for more than 25 years and have never before seen such an object of high-level political attention either here or internationally. Substantial financial resources have been committed to forests from government budgets, from multilateral agencies, and from philanthropic organizations. The private sector is investing as never before in sustainable forest management practices in response to new market opportunities for sustainably produced products and for new products such as forest carbon. President Yudhoyono, your bold pledge in 2009 to cut Indonesia's greenhouse gas emissions showed that Indonesia is willing not only to contribute to the fight against climate change, but to lead that struggle. And your presence here today shows that even though commitments to address climate change from some governments are being eclipsed by the economic crisis, your commitment remains firm. I know that all of us applaud your government's many actions toward better forest management to achieve your emissions reduction goal, such as the many efforts underway to implement the commitments articulated in the letter of intent with the government of Norway. We all want to support your objectives of reducing rapid deforestation while meeting domestic imperatives to expand the economy, to create jobs, and to guarantee food security. And yes, there are some win-win opportunities. But I think we all understand that meeting these commitments will require some hard choices. There will be trade-offs, there will be compromises, and leadership from government, business, and civil society will be required to determine a way forward in a manner that is both transparent and fair. And that is why we are all here today. The primary purpose of today's conference is to create a space for open and honest discussion among the key stakeholders who together have the power to shape the future of Indonesia's forests. This conference is very timely from a domestic perspective, as the controversies, for example, surrounding the moratorium and other policy issues continue to be debated. Government officials, business leaders, and civil society representatives need an opportunity to understand better each other's perspectives and expand the areas of consensus on what needs to be done and by whom.